sorry, this is kind of a little bit taking a little bit long here. Just kind of working out, you know, sort of what sounds in key here and making myself sort of an interesting second part. So I'm just gonna make it 4 more bars here, and then we'll move on to the next part. Okay, so now that I sort of have that second section built up, let's just add some sort of little random filtery things. Just gonna shake that there just so I can use this last tweaked feature to make an automation clip. And just randomly something like that. Okay, so that sounds pretty cool. So let's just let us just make our next section here. And what I'm going to do for this section is I'm going to make a faster drum beat. It's like I said with the synth, how you sort of made the faster sections and the slower sections. I just kind of like to change up the speed, and this works really well, especially when you're working with, say, things like D&B, where you'll have sort of like a fast beat version, and then you can make it at half speed, where it gives you sort of a faster, slower drum beat. So yeah, we'll just put this in here for our next section. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the bass line here and make a section that's just the same key, and it'll just be something slightly different. bass line there. Let's hope I have enough undos to get it back. There we go. Next empty, bass line 3, rename, and purple. Okay, so now what we can do, you could use the same synth, but I like to just sort of have 2 synths to a project usually. So we're going to take this and clone it, and we're just going to add something else here. Let's just find something that sounds alright. Not really feeling that one. Let's just modify this to sound more squarish. Just going to tone it down here on the effects a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to assign an LFO here to pitch. Looks like there already is one assigned, but I want to know what the heck it's doing, so I'm just going to make my own here. We're going to go with all oscillators, pitch, and pitch, make it by a whole tone here of range. So let's just go ahead and set that. Synth new. Just add a little bit of vibrato there, just to give it a sort of different sound. Okay, so let us make this here. We'll get a different color. Make it like blue. I feel like it needs to be something a little faster. Let's do, let's try something crazy here. Alright, I think that's a little bit too fast. little bit too fast. We're just going to be lazy. Instead of coming up with a new part, just going to copy this first part into the second part. See. One thing I like to do once I have these two parts up, you can just sort of mix and match them here together to make it interesting. Okay, so let's add in a string here. I'm not too big of a fan of Zeta's strings, but we'll have to do. So I know there was one in here called so we're just going to add in a string part here. And at this point, let's go back to this here bass line, which is kind of like our little chorus thing. And sort of add in something here. And so there you really have most of the building blocks for the song done. Really, you just make 2 or 3 of these bass lines and synth leads, and you just kind of mix it up with some different solos and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we have all our sections. All we really have to do now is sort of organize some stuff here. So let's just do that. For our beginning, let's just make a different filter thing here. So really, as you can see, it's just kind of shuffling all your little bits and pieces around. Of course, I don't want to make this video too insanely long, but normally I would work on some more of these synth parts and maybe add in a couple different synth sounds, but the idea is really the same. You just kind of change up your bass lines and stuff. And of course, the synth sounds themselves are really easy to make. You want to keep everything nice and simple because basically if you listen to a lot of Com-Truse's tracks, they are very loop based, and the reason is because when you're recording off of hardware synths, it can be a lot easier just to sort of make yourself a nice loop and instead of just having it run through the entire mix, because of course you can only really use one instance of it. But otherwise, it's just kind of a style thing. And I hope you picked up a few techniques which you find useful here. And like I said in the beginning, I hope you didn't get too bored listening to me and watching me the whole time. But again, this is just sort of a new thing I'm trying here. And if you like it, just leave a comment in the comments below, and I can try and do another genre for you guys in the future. Hopefully it'll be a little more brevity to that project. But as always, just if you like this video, just subscribe to my channel and click and like this video and comment and blah blah blah, what have you. Really lets me know that you guys are watching and encourages me to make a lot more content for you guys. So Just keep that in mind. Anyways, hope you found this useful. This is Infusion signing out.